It's the face-off between two of the world's biggest tech giants. Welcome to ContextTV, and in today's versus matchup, we're pitting Apple against Microsoft. Before we begin, we publish new content all week long, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. In this showdown, we're evaluating these two huge tech companies based on 5 crucial categories to find out which computer and software maker will come out on top.
Aren't you a little young to have an iPhone?
You want to go?
iSheep, copy bots.
Autocorrect this.
Round 1, Operating System. When it comes to operating systems, few companies enjoy a better reputation than Apple. OS X has long been considered a stable, sleek, and virus-free platform. It is also considered the best operating system for creatives. However, things are beginning to change. As more people use Macs, more evildoers are making viruses for them, while some creatives are beginning to realize that Apple doesn't always give them enough options, though it still remains the standard go-to. Regarding mobile OS, nothing really compares to the industry-leading iOS. It's a much easier and fluid operating system than anything else on the market. Speaking of mobile OS options, Microsoft doesn't even have a competitor in the field. Though Microsoft has taken the plunge to make Windows more friendly to a mobile future, nothing of substance has materialized. With Windows 8, Microsoft took a big risk and tried to make a revolutionary OS, and people hated it. But as Microsoft continues to iterate on its flagship OS, it is now in a better place to compete in a future filled with hybrid devices. Even if, as PC users might argue, Microsoft is innovating and Apple is stagnating, Microsoft still appears to be searching for a clear sense of direction. With all that in mind, we give a nod here to the Fruit Company for having a better OS at present. Winner, Apple. Round 2, Software. In addition to its various operating systems like OS X, iOS, watchOS, and tvOS, Apple also makes a number of quality software products, all of which are, in keeping with the brand's philosophy, incredibly user-friendly. iTunes is an industry leader in music and movie streaming, even if its old design has drawn the ire of many users. And Apple also makes several productivity solutions like Pages, Numbers, and Keynotes. Each of these pieces of software are well made and well supported. Apple also makes the industry standard Final Cut Pro X, a professional video editing program. Microsoft may not have a great presence, or any presence at all, in the arena of mobile operating systems, but its productivity programs dominate the market. The software giant still makes one of the best word processors around in the form of Microsoft Word, and it bundles it with several other great pieces of software in Excel, OneNote, and PowerPoint. Not only are these programs available on Windows devices, but you can get them on Macs as well. For having a more pervasive and quality set of software products, we give this round to Microsoft. Winner, Microsoft. Round 3, Mobile. In 2007, Apple changed the way we thought about phones when it introduced the first iPhone. Before that watershed moment, the only way people could communicate was via messenger pigeon. Okay, maybe not. But in hindsight, it nonetheless seems like a dark time to which very few of us could imagine returning. For several years, Apple continued to innovate the mobile arena, and many manufacturers just couldn't keep up. Lately, Apple has slowed down in the innovation department, but it still enjoys a highly regarded place in the market. For many consumers, it's the only smartphone choice. Pretty much the only way Microsoft can compete in this round is with potential. The tech giant has made several attempts to enter the mobile market, but has failed each time. Several of the products were very well designed and still enjoy a strong, if small, fan base. However, they abandoned their mobile platforms when they couldn't compete with Apple and Android. Microsoft still has plans to make a splash in mobile computing, but it is yet to be seen just how successful these attempts will prove. Since Apple dominates the mobile arena, it wins this round. Winner, Apple. Round 4, gaming. The iPhone is the main reason mobile games became popular. Before the iPhone, when people thought of a mobile phone game, they imagined something like 2 cups connected by string. Now we're spoiled by the graphics and depth that games can offer in the palms of our hands. With all this success in mobile gaming, you'd think Apple would also be great for PC games. Alas, this is not the case. Steve Jobs himself is rumored to have not liked PC gaming. The best way to play games on a Mac is to install Windows using Boot Camp or some such alternative. Microsoft's Windows platform is still the best way to game. For this round, we really only need to say one thing: Steam. PC gaming offers better performance and graphics as well as more choices than anything Apple can offer. On top of that, Microsoft also makes the Xbox series of gaming consoles, which are a great option if you prefer console gaming. Some games even have crossplay between the Xbox and PC via the Microsoft Store. But being the only real option in PC gaming, Microsoft wins this round handily. Winner, Microsoft. Round 5, cost. Nice things cost money. For a while, the quality of Apple computers was far and above anything anyone else could offer. In fact, Microsoft didn't even start offering first-party hardware, i.e. computers, until 2012. So if you wanted a quality laptop, your best bet was to go with Apple. And since they knew they were the best, they charged for it. For a while the price was worth it, but soon PC makers began to catch up and those Mac prices suddenly began to seem less and less reasonable. When Microsoft announced its Surface line of products, they had an opportunity to steal a huge segment of Apple's market share. Despite making devices of exceptional quality, they weren't much cheaper than the closest Apple competitor. Microsoft decided to position their lineup of hybrid devices towards the expensive end of the spectrum. Other PC makers continue to make products that are both cheaper and more easily upgradable by the end user. For being slightly less expensive and offering a slightly better bargain, we give this round to Microsoft, but it just barely squeaks by. Winner, Microsoft. There are the final results. In operating system and mobile, Apple wins. However, in software, gaming, and cost, Microsoft gets the victory. Can Apple shake things up again as it did with the iPhone, or will Microsoft be the new innovator? Check out these other great clips from ContextTV and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.